let me directly jump into those nuggets which can actually help you become a great successful person. So you need to try these strategies to boost your confidence, and I am very sure that if you use these strategies, definitely you will find your inner self getting rediscovered. So that is what is going to be the whole mantra. Now let me tell you, friends, that you need to stick to yourself. That is the first mantra which you will have to ensure, because whatever motto you have in your life, whatever destination you have made for yourself, I think you need to stick to yourself, and you need to ensure that instead of allowing others to overpower you, I believe you need to stand up for yourself and stand up for your rights and your beliefs. Because when you stand up for your rights, when you stand up for your beliefs, the possibility for you to grow in your career is going to be very, very high. The second most important point is believe in yourself. My dear friends, this is something which is basically the prerequisite for any successful person. Any and every successful person in life, they have one thing very common in them, that is believe in yourself. They always believe in whatever they do. They are very strongly associated with their beliefs, and what these are the beliefs which actually drive their dreams. Yeah. What is most important is that you need to make the extra efforts to look at yourself in the mirror and truly believe that you can accomplish anything. This is what I want to tell you, that there are certain things which you need to put it into your life, like an extra effort to look at yourself in the mirror, which can help you truly believe that you can actually accomplish anything in life. So that is very important. Now coming to the next point, that is you need to ask for help, because you are not a supremo, you are not a superman. Wherever you feel that somebody can help you, somebody can associate with you, somebody can guide you, somebody can mentor you, I believe you must take their help to grow in your career. Because there are certain mentors, there are certain leaders which can help you guiding your path, so that you can reach to your destiny or to the goal which you have set for yourself at the earliest and as fast as you can. You need to seek their help from others when you are struggling, because if you are struggling and you don't get into taking the help of anybody, possibility for you to again fall down is very high. So don't hesitate in taking the help of those people which you feel that they can actually be of great help to you. Then you need to draw from the expertise of others when you need to, because drawing from the expertise what they have done in their life, it really matters. The ability to admit you need to help is actually a sign of strength. So if you feel that you have something strong in you, that ability to admit that you really need help from your mentors or the leaders you aspire for, I believe that is a sign of positive strength, that is a sign of positivity. Don't hesitate that if you are there and asking for help to anybody, it will downgrade you. No, it will never downgrade you. Rather, you must take the help of people where you see them on a very high note, you see them as a mentor, you see them as a coach. Then the fourth pick is, friends, that you need to pick a new outfit for yourself. Now, what do you mean by picking a new outfit? My dear friends, you need to concentrate on your appearance, because if you feel that you look good, you begin to feel more confident with yourself too, because your appearance is something which is going to speak in a very subtle way, and before you speak, what speaks is your appearance. How you are going to behave, what you are going to say is going to be secondary, but if you are going to interact with anybody, what is going to be interacted once the person sees you is your personality, your appearance. So if you feel that you look good, you begin to feel more confident with yourself. That is how you will be able to grow very high in your career. Now, my dear friends, the next nugget is think positive thoughts, because if you think positive, possibility for you to go ahead in your life is going to be very, very high. Because one thing is very common and very sure, that challenge yourself to think positive thoughts each and every day, because if you stay positive, you will confidence is going to be reflected from within you. So challenge is something which you will have to think positive thoughts every day, and you will have to give challenge to yourself that you are not going to accept any negative thought which is going to hit to your mind. So if you stay positive, if you stay confident, I believe your possibility to grow in your career is going to be very, very high, and you will be able to achieve to your destiny in a very faster pace. Then the next nugget is stop negative thoughts. You will have to stop these negative thoughts getting embedded in your brain, because brain is basically the powerhouse of all thoughts. So both positive, negative, different kinds of thoughts are arising from our brain, and it only depends upon you which thoughts you would like to cater on, which thoughts you would like to address, and which are the thoughts you would like to throw away. So you will have to ensure that you stop negative thoughts, even if they are pushing you very hard. You will have to ensure that you keep motivating yourself, you keep thinking that something positive is going to happen. So when negative thoughts enter your mind, my dear friends, you need to notice them, and you need to replace them with a very positive ones. So you will have to focus on thoughts that move your life forward, because these are the thoughts which will help you grow very fast in your career, and these are the thoughts which can help you getting out of those negativity, getting out of those negative people who are actually in surround of you, who can actually influence your personality as well. Let me tell you, my dear friends, one very surprising thing with you, that your personality is actually the sum of average 5 people you interact with the maximum. My dear friends, if these 5 people are negative, your personality is going to be the average sum of them. Probably it is going to be absolutely in the same line what they are. So you will have to ensure that those 5 people with whom you spend your maximum time, these are the 5 people who should talk positive, who should behave positive. And specifically, whenever you feel that there is something negative thought which is entering in your mind, you need to notice them, and you will have to immediately replace them with the productive ones. You will have to focus on thoughts that move your life forward, because if you keep on focusing on thoughts which can actually impact your life in a negative way, probably you may miss out doing good some certain things which can actually help you grow in your career. Then the next very important point is you will have to prepare yourself. How you are going to prepare? Because you will have to ensure that sometimes a lack of confidence, I'm repeating, sometimes a lack of confidence actually comes from lack of preparation. If you don't prepare well, probably your confidence is not going to reflect into your personality. You can take my example right now. I'm doing a live session. Probably I might have read some books, I might have done my homework before I sat in front of you and started my live session. So my dear friends, sometimes lack of confidence actually comes from lack of preparation. So whatever you are doing in your life, you will have to ensure that you prepare well, so that this preparation should reflect into your confidence. Now you will have to ensure that you are properly prepared, you are properly you have gathered the proper knowledge, and you are ready to face the challenges. So that is the kind of courage you should have, that if there is something which is missing out, you must accept it. And if there is something which you feel that needs to be learned, you should not feel shy in taking the help of others, or you can do your own research. Yeah. Then the next very important point is focus on smaller things, because I believe that small things are those which tend to combine together and start acting into your behavior, and eventually this behavior forms your habits, and habit forms your character, and then finally your attitude. So this is a kind of chain which actually starts from the smaller things. So if you really want to change your change your character, or you really want to change your attitude, you need to work not on your behavior or your habits. You will have to work on the small things which you are doing in your day-to-day practice. Why I am saying is so, because these small things are responsible for developing your behavior, and this behavior actually starts getting into converting into your habits. And once you have these habits in hand, they probably lands into they formulate your character, and this character will formulate your attitude. So you will have to focus on all those small things which you are doing on a day-to-day practice, so that you can tackle them one thing at one time, in a step-by fashion. My dear friends, you will have to focus on urgent versus important graph, because there are many things in life which are very important and very urgent. So how you are going to categorize those things is going to matter a lot for you to be a successful in life. You will have to ensure that you do your urgent and very important thing at the first go, and then followed by important and urgent things at the second go, and then followed by maybe very urgent but not important, and the last is not urgent and not important. So you will have to tackle one thing at a one time, but it has to be strategized, it has to be formulated in such a manner that whatever things you have planned to do at the first should be very important and very urgent. Otherwise, what will happen, you will miss out those important things, you will miss out those urgent things in the rut of doing your all the tasks together, and you may start with the not urgent, not important work in the initial part, and probably land up with the unexpected results which you don't expect to have as an outcome. So you will have to ensure that you focus on very urgent and very important work first, and tackle one thing at a time in a step-by-step fashion. Little by little, my dear friends, each success you experience will build a reservoir of confidence inside you. Because if you really want to develop a great reservoir in yourself, you will have to focus on certain facts that your confidence is getting reflected because of the small successes which you are achieving in your life. So this can actually help you grow very fast in your career. My next point is, you will have to express gratitude, because gratitude is something, my dear friends, you need not to think that you are a big person, you need not to think that you are the most learned person, you are the most affluent person, you are the most rich person in the society. My dear friends, whenever this kind of idea strikes to your mind that you are the most important, most urgent, most learned, most affluent, most rich person in the society, probably you need to revisit you need to revisit a place which is called as Murdghat, a place where dead bodies are burnt. You go there and see there lies the ashes of those people who were much richer, much affluent, much knowledgeable than you, and they have just become ash. So this is your future as well. So don't be proud of anything in your life. You will have to keep on expressing your gratitude wherever, whenever possible, in your each and every task you do. So express gratitude for the things that are very important to you, because you will experience renewed energy and enthusiasm in yourself and whatever you do in your life. That is going to be a very great success mantra for you. And the next very important point, which I don't think you should be missing out, is you need to take control over things. Because if you give your control to somebody else, it's like you have given your remote to somebody else to operate on you. So you will have to take control of the steering wheel instead of sitting in the passenger seat, my dear friend. You will have to focus on sitting on the driving seat, because leaders always sit on the driving seat, they don't sit on the passenger seat. So if you want to be a great successful person in life, my dear friends, so you will have to ensure that you control of the steering wheel, you don't sit on the passenger side, and stop letting life happen to you. Because if you live your life with a purpose, probably you are going to create a great designer's life for yourself. Otherwise, what will happen is, if you stop letting life happen to you, you will not be able to live a very purposeful life the way you have expected to live. Now the next point is, get to know yourself. Because before you actually try to understand anybody in life, I believe that you need to redust yourself, rediscover yourself, and you will have to relook into your inner soul, that who you are and what are your strengths, what are the threats, opportunities, and weakness do you have. You always have to focus on doing your SWOT analysis, and you will have to dig out the real man inside you. So you need to dwell deep and find out who you are. And for that, you need to do certain meditation exercise. You need to work on yourself, and you will be better able to work on your challenges and strength. That is what I feel. Because if you dwell deep and you try to find out who you are, you will be able to better work on yourself, and those challenges which are coming to you, probably these challenges might transfer into your opportunities because of the strength and the capabilities you have. So this will give you a great motivation, this will give you a great confidence, and it will help you rediscover yourself and become a great successful human beings, great successful leader, great successful man in life. Then the next important point, my dear friend, is engage in a kind act. Why I'm saying is engage in a kind act, because life is too short to live, my dear friends, that and you will have to return to the society, because we have always taken from since our childhood, the day we have taken birth, we have ensured that we keep on taking things from the nature, we keep on taking things from the surrounding, we keep on taking things from society. But what is more important is you will have to return something back to society, and for that you need to engage into kind act. Do what you can bring about more joy in the lives of others. Maybe you can start associated with the old age home, or you can start associating yourself with an orphanage, or with any society where you feel that they are doing something better in order to serve the society. You can enjoy the feeling of giving back to society, because I always feel that you cannot be much happier receiving things, rather you can be much happier by giving things and sharing things which you have with you. So probably, my dear friends, you will have to work on doing something good for society, and you will have to ensure that you can bring more joy in the lives of others and enjoy the feeling of giving back to society. Because I take my example, my dear friends. I'm associated with certain orphanages, I'm associated with certain old age elderly homes, where when I go, it doesn't mean that you always support these orphanages and the elderly homes with only monetary support. You can physically go yourself, you can talk to those people, you can help them doing their day-to-day chores. So many things you can do apart from just financial help. So of your physical presence and sitting with a child who doesn't have maybe his parents, and you sit with a elderly person who is not having any family member, probably that is the best gift you can give it to him or her. Why? Because he will feel parted. He can share his pains, he can share his whatever he would like to share, and he can actually help you express whatever is there in his mind. So you will have to do what you can do in order to bring more joy in the lives of others and enjoy the feeling what it is going to give it to you, because this is a feeling which is going to be very valuable, worth cherishing and worth enjoying. So such feelings are going to be very are going to be a real asset for you in your life. Then the next point is practice. What kind of practice I'm talking about? I'm talking about practicing on whatever you are expert on. My dear friends, there's a phrase which is called as practice makes a man perfect. I absolutely defy this phrase and say it is not the practice which makes a man perfect, it is the right practice which will make the man rightly practice. Why I'm saying so? Let me give you an example. If you practice to drive in a wrong manner, probably you will be actually endorsing that practice strongly, and you will be perfect in doing that wrong practice. So does it mean that if you do wrong practice and it is actually transforming you become a wrongly perfect person, it is going to be helpful to you in any way? I don't think so. So you will have to ensure that practice will not make you perfect, it is going to be the right practice which will make you rightly perfect. So if you're struggling at an important task, my dear friends, keep going until you succeed. What is going to what is the kind of obstacle you have in your path? You will have to find out, and you will have to try to resolve those obstacles with a kind of patience and kind of energy and kind of cognizance, so that all these problems or all these issues you can resolve promptly. So practice will make you perfect. No, it is the right practice which will make you rightly perfect. So you will have to struggle at all those important tasks and keep going until you succeed. So this may take time, my dear friends, but the effort is going to be worth of it. Once you put your best of the efforts, you put best of your commitment towards, best of your dedication, devotion, efforts in doing any task, probably it may take time, but you will definitely enjoy it, and it is going to be worth enjoying it. Then what is most important is in life is relax. Why relaxation, why detoxifying yourself is very important? Because when you feel pressured, my dear friends, to achieve too much at once, you probably slow down and take a few deep breath. Meditation and taking a deep breath is going to be a great success mantra for you to relax and rejuvenate and detox yourself. Probably you can detox your physical, mental, emotional well-being, and you can feel absolutely relaxed. So whenever you feel pressured, my dear friends, to achieve multiple things at one go, probably you need to take a deep breath. You will have to take short breaks, you will have to slow down, and probably you will have to detox yourself, so that once you detox yourself, the new version of yourself is a rejuvenated version, which has the power to give back much in a much better and performing manner than the one which is absolutely stressed up. So sometimes, my dear friends, all it takes to feel confident is a few seconds to relax and refocus your mind. So you will have to ensure that you relax and refocus your mind if you really want to grow in your career. So that is very important. And one thing which is so very important is smile more frequently. Why I'm saying smile more frequently? Because smile is something for which you need not to pay anything. Smile is with you. Smile can make the other person become happier while he looks at you. Why I'm saying so? Because if your face is down, you're absolutely stressed, absolutely depressed, probably that person would not like to talk to you, would not like to enjoy talking to you. So you will have to ensure that you smile more frequently, so that people feel comfortable, people feel relaxed in order to really talk to you. They should feel happy that when I go and talk to this particular person, I will get something good out of this person. So smile more frequently is going to be the mantra, and put a smile on your face, and you will be surprised at how you end up feeling as a great result. Probably one smile can help you resolve your big problem. One smile can help you getting a good rapport with the other person with whom you are going to interact. One smile can actually help you resolve the conflicts with the people. So you will have to ensure that you put a smile on your face, and you'll be surprised, my dear friends, at how you probably get into the result which probably you might not have even expected. So this smile can help you act as a synergistic way. It can act as a lubricant in resolving your problem, getting good rapport with the second party. Then next point is going to be look at the big picture, because there are two ways to look at things. You can see the lighter part of things, you can see the smaller part of anything, and you can see the bigger picture, whatever you want to see. It is up to you, my dear friends. So keep the bigger picture in mind as you work through the trials of life, because if you keep the bigger picture, if you have a bigger goal in life, if you think of going to the sun, probably you will land into moon. But if you think of landing into moon, you may not land anywhere else, and you are stuck in between. So you need to keep the bigger picture in mind as you work through the trials of life. This keeps you from getting caught up on smaller issues and detract you from the important ones. That is what you have to ensure. So I'm re-emphasizing and re-endorsing the fact that you will have to keep the bigger picture in mind as you work through the trials of life. This will help you keeping from getting caught up on a small issue, and it will not help you. It will help you detract from the important ones. So we don't want to get diverted. We don't want to get detracted from the important ones. So for that, what you have to do is you will have to look at the bigger pictures. Then, my dear friends, the next point is concentrate on your self-image. Why it is very important to concentrate on self-image? Because everyone has both strength and weakness. Find out what you like about yourself and focus on enhancing those characteristics. Because if you do a self-analysis of yourself, if you try to capitalize on your strength and work very desperately and deeply on your weakness, probably you are making the gooder part even better, and weaker part you are actually working on it to make it further better. So you will have to find out what you like about yourself and focus on enhancing those characteristics which can help you build and strengthen your strengths and improve upon your weaknesses. So what is going to be the next point, my dear friends? That is, change your behavior. Why I'm saying is changing your behavior is important, because sometimes what happens is, if you are feeling down on yourself, you will have to change your approach. Many a times what happens is, in our lives, my dear friends, we tend to do something with an expectation of winning it, with an expectation of doing the thing in the perfect manner, but unfortunately it doesn't happen. So if you are feeling down of yourself, that you have not able to break that ice, you have not been able to do that particular work in an efficient manner, probably there lies the need to change your approach. So continue to change your approach until you start getting the result you deserve. Why? Because if you continue to change your approach and you start working and getting into all those results which you deserve desperately, probably you are going to find out the expected outcome of what you have planned. Then, my dear friend, the next one is fight the boredom. Many a times what happens is, we tend to get bored in doing what same thing, same rut again and again, and sometimes a lack of confidence. Always remember why you get bored, because lack of confidence is simply a sign that it's time to leave your comfort zone in favor of something more exciting. Why? Because if I'm doing a job and I'm absolutely bored in it, I'm doing the same thing again and again, probably you losing your confidence, and simply it's a sign of you to leave your comfort zone. Otherwise what will happen is, you will continue to repeat what you have been doing in the past, and you will continue to get what you got in the past. This is a phrase which I very often use, my dear friends. It goes like this: if you continue to do what you did in the past, you will continue to get what you got in the past. And if you continue to if you discontinue to do what you did in the past and try to change as per the changing scenario, probably you are going to get much more than what you got in the past. So sometimes a lack of confidence is simply a sign that it's time to leave your comfort zone, my dear friends, and in favor of something which is much more exciting. Now you will have to go for excellence and not perfection. Why I'm saying so? Because people always try to be perfect. Perfection is good, but excellence is even better. So you will have to focus on doing the excellent rather than focusing on doing the perfect job. I have learned one thing in my life, that it is not the destiny what matters. What is more important in life is the journey. Why journey is more important in life? Because journey is in your hand, destination is the future. Probably you may or may not reach to the destination, but you can always enjoy the journey. So future is always going to be unseen. What is going to be with you is present. So don't lose out working on your present. Don't lose out working on making yourself a designer's version of yourself. Probably you can be a great successful person in life. So if you continue to do your best and change your approach when things seems to be headed in a very wrong direction you have not expected, your confidence will grow naturally. So what is more important, my dear friend, is you need not to if you really continue to do the best and you change your approach when things are not heading the way you are expecting and they're going in a wrong direction, probably your confidence is going to grow naturally, because you are acting as a fighter. So when you start acting as a fighter, you start acting as a student. You all probably try to learn from your mistakes. So I believe that is the right way to grow in your career. These are the nuggets which I would like to give it to you. Probably I have actually done a lot of net surfing. I have done a lot of digging into certain books to find out all those nuggets which can actually help you become a great successful person in life and rediscover your inner self, so that you can redesign your own persona and become a great successful person in life and act as a leader. Then, my dear friends, the next most important point is accept your compliments. Why I'm saying is you need to accept the compliments, because you need to learn how to accept compliments. People are likely being genuine with you and telling you what your strengths are. Why? Because those people they really see you as a mentor, which they see you as a leader, which they see you as a great personality, probably they will continue to give you compliments, and you must accept those compliments from a very genuine heart, and tell them that you really appreciate their compliments, so that these compliments can become a stepping stone for you to grow in your life and develop and rediscover yourself. Then My dear friend, to be a great successful person in life, you need to start each day with the right approach. When you get up in your early in the morning, first of all, my dear friends, there is a book by Robin Sharma which is called as 5 a.m. club. All those successful people in life, you take out any top 10 people which you know who are much successful in life, one thing will be very common. They go early to the bed and they get up early in the morning. My dear friends, when you get up early in the morning and you start your day with a meditation, you start with your day with the right planning, you start your day with the right approach, and focusing on your health, not physical health only, but the mental, physical and emotional health. For emotional health and mental health, you will have to work on some mental exercises, you will have to work on deep breathing, you will have to work on meditation, and for physical well-being, you will have to go for exercising. So when you start your day with the detoxifying your mental, physical and emotional well-being, probably and what is most important is planning of the next day one day prior, which means tomorrow what you have to do, you should not plan on the beginning of the day, rather that tomorrow's planning should be closed before you sleep one day before, one night before. So that is what is going to make you a great successful person in life. So start the day right and start by getting into a positive mood. You will have to first of all thanks to Almighty. Why I'm saying it, my dear friends, is on this earth 850 crore people are there. So while you got into sleep, along with you 850 crore people also went to the bed. Unfortunately, many got up and few did not get up because they died. And you are one of those luckiest person who got up early in the morning. So you must thanks the biggest Almighty that you are the one amongst those which Almighty has chosen to be alive. So you will have to start your day by expressing your gratitude to the Almighty that you have got one more day to create history. You have got one more day to redesign yourself. You have got one more day to learn something better in life. So start by getting into positive mood and express your gratitude towards the Almighty, and by doing the right things from the beginning of the day itself. Plan your day and night before and develop a morning routine. This is what I have told you. The next day planning should happen one day before, that is in the night itself, so that you can start your day with a refreshed mood. You can start with the proper planning. Get at least 8 hours of sleep. Why I'm focusing on this? To be a great successful person, you take the example of any leader, you take the example of any successful person. They always say that rather, I am being a person from medical background, sleeping is something which helps in detoxifying yourself. The sleeping is something which helps in rejuvenating your cellular mechanism. The sleep is something which can actually help you fight with a lot of oxidative stress. So you need to ensure that you get at least 8 hours of sleep every night and eat a healthy breakfast. Why I'm saying so? To become, if I ask anybody, what kind of shape you would like to have, they will say V shape. Why this concept of V shape has come? Do you know that? If you don't know, then listen to me carefully. The concept of this V shape has come from, that your breakfast should be 50 rupees breakfast out of 100 rupees, food which you eat in a day. You should eat 50 rupees of breakfast. If you have 100 rupees for full day to eat, you should spend your 50 rupees in taking the whole breakfast. That is the bigger chunk of it. Then 30 rupees you should spend on taking lunch, and rest 20 rupees you should spend in taking your dinner. Which means you should take your breakfast like a king, you should take your lunch like a normal person, and you should take your dinner like a poor person who is absolutely under poverty. So if you change your eating habits, you start your day with a right breakfast, you take maximum amount of food which you take in the morning, and then you take moderate amount of food in the afternoon, and you take least amount of food in the night, probably you will have a V shape, and that will help you get your a very healthy shape and healthy life. So get at least 8 hours of sleep every night and eat a healthy breakfast. Sleep is critical, my dear friends, for your performance and well-being, so you will have to ensure that you sleep well. Then what is important is trick yourself. You will have to trick yourself. Why I'm saying is trick yourself? Because you will have to pretend that you are confident. Pretend that you are a successful person. Pretend that you are a winner. Even when you feel down, you will have to tell yourself that you are a winner, you are a confident person, you know everything, and you are ready to fight with the all kind of problems. You are ready to face all kind of problems. Probably you'll be surprised how much more confidence you feel over a period of time, and when you do such, when you achieve those results. So you will have to continue pretending, and you will have to continue telling yourself that you are absolutely confident person even when you are feeling down. It is going to help you grow very high in your career, my dear friends. And then the most important point is you need to talk to yourself. I know that you have got many people to talk to, but you need to continue talking to yourself, because this will help you use positive self-talk to boost your confidence. If you talk to yourself, probably you are trying to reboost yourself, and you're ensuring that positivity, you are pumping that positivity within yourself. So use personal positive present tense affirmations that speak words of encouragement to your heart and mind. You should tell yourself that you are a great personality. You should tell yourself that you are a great learner. You should tell yourself that you are a great human being, and you should tell yourself that you want to do something good in your life. So such kind of positive affirmations, if you continue to speak to yourself, probably you are going to put these things in your subconscious mind, and those will help you grow as a great successful person, and it will help you transform as a great leader. So there are many ways to strengthen your confidence apart from whatever I have told you, and I'll try to put them into certain points, and will try to explain it wherever it is possible. So the first thing is you need to believe in yourself and your abilities. This is the most important funda for any successful person. It is important for you to rediscover yourself and redesign yourself. I'll give you certain examples. Ladies in Thailand, they pierce bamboo across their body, and it really hits hard. It really hits it is painful job. But when for you it is a very painful job, but for them, if you ask those Thailand ladies that why are you piercing yourself with this bamboo stick, they will say that my God is getting pleased, my Almighty is getting pleased, that is why I am doing it. My dear friends, ladies in Bengal, they run over the burning coal. For you it is kind of a torture to themselves, but if you ask those ladies, they will say my God is getting pleased, that is why I am doing so. And in the name of jihad, those terrorists are actually killing the innocent children, but for you it is a terrorist act, it is a very cruel act. But if you ask those terrorists, they will say in the name of God, my Almighty my Allah is getting pleased, that is why I am doing it. So it is always the belief system which is the designer of your life. Whatever you do, it is because of the fundamental beliefs you have. So believe in yourself and your ability, and that belief system should be very, very positive. Then embrace your unique strengths. What are the positive strengths you have? Though these are the strengths which can help you grow in your life as a great successful person, and will help you create a designer's life for yourself. Set small and achievable goals. You will have to ensure that you should set small goals, so that small achievements you can enjoy. Otherwise, what will happen if you have bigger goals to reach to the highest level? Take the example of a stair has got different 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 steps. So to reach to the 10th step, you cannot directly jump from 1st to 10th. You will have to continue working hard and getting up step by step, like 1 2 3 4 5 6, and then only you will go to the 10th step. So you will have to set up small achievable goals, so that you can reach to the bigger goal in the later part of your life. And then you will have to celebrate the accomplishments you have in life, because if you continue to collect things in materialistic things in the life, and you don't celebrate them, you don't accomplish them, probably you are missing out the charm of collecting those things. Then practice positive self-talk. If you continue to talk positive to yourself, probably you will talk positive to others. If you do, it's always said that every action there is equal and opposite reaction. Garbage in and garbage out. If you put oranges in a juicer, probably you will have orange juice at the outcome. Otherwise, if you put juice, oranges, and you are expecting pomegranate juice, probably you're wrong. So you will have to practice the positive talks, positive self-talk with yourself. You need to visualize your success. If you really want to be a great successful person in life, you will have to visualize yourself to that particular position. You will have to visualize yourself to that particular situation. You will have to visualize to that particular zone which you have dreamt for yourself. So visualization for your success is going to be the great success mantra for you to be a great leader in life. Then you will have to surround yourself with supportive people who are full of knowledge, who are positive, who has the power to share and define themselves as a great human being. So you will have to surround yourself with those positive people and those supporting people with whom you can part your success, with whom you can learn lot many things, and you can take them as your mentor, you can take them as your guiding support. So focus on your achievements. Whatever achievements you have planned in your life, you will have to continue ensure that you keep on focusing on them and learn from your failure. Because if you don't learn from your failure, you will continue to repeat the same thing again and again, and you will encounter the same kind of failure again and again. So you will have to learn from your failures, so that those failures which you have actually encountered can translate you becoming much more stronger person in life, and you don't repeat those failures again. And probably you can, every time you fall forward. You don't fall backward. So if you fall forward, which means what? You have actually stepped up in life. So failures are, if you must fail, I know everybody fails in life, but you must fail forward, so that eventually, even if you are failing, you are stepping up in your life. So take care of your physical health. That's the next part of it. Why? Because until unless you are physically strong, you cannot be mentally strong, emotionally strong, and you cannot, if you are not physically strong, you will not be able to do whatever you have aspired to do. So maintain good eating habits, maintain a good healthy habits, and maintain a good posture, maintain a good character, maintain a good personality. Dress in a way that makes you feel comfortable, my dear friends, that makes you feel confident. Because sometimes what happens is our appearance probably leads us to feel down, because that appearance is the first thing. I in the beginning of my presentation, I told you that before you speak, what speaks is your persona. Before you speak, what speaks is your personality. So develop your personality, wear good clothes, be a gentleman, and develop new skills and hobbies. Because if you only work on your personality and you don't work on your skills and hobbies, probably you have only worked on your appearance. So that good appearance should reflect through the good skills you have, the good habits you have, the good hobbies you have. So probably that will help you become a very down to earth person, and you will have to ensure that you practice gratitude daily. Say thank you to Almighty once you get up, for giving one more day for you to learn, earn, and give back to society. Speak up in conversation, so that you tend to learn with your friends and set boundaries and stick to them. You should not compromise on your work and ethics and values, and you should not compromise on your integrity if you really want to be a great successful person in life. Always remember, my dear friends, that you need to challenge negative thoughts, because these negative thoughts will continue to hit your mind and continue to be acting as a obstacle in your career. So you will have to ensure that you always keep on challenging these negative thoughts, because these negative thoughts are going to be a rolling stone when you are actually moving ahead in your life, and you will have to kick them very hard, so that they don't come again and act as a challenge for you. So these negative thoughts are going to be the precursor for failure. So you will have to ensure that you hit them hard and take these negative thoughts as a challenge, and work on them. Then you will have to engage in regular physical exercise and keep a journal of your progress. If you continue to work on your physical exercise, probably physically, mentally, and emotionally, if you are working on yourself, you can redesign your own life, and you can be a great human being. Keep a journal of your progress, because until and unless you track your progress, that suppose if you are a obese person, probably you are a great human being, but physically you are not well, you are suffering from metabolic disorders like hypertension or diabetes, or you are obese, you are suffering from some lifestyle disorders, probably you will miss miss out doing many things which you aspire to. So you will have to focus on doing a regular exercise. You will have to focus on changing your eating habits and try to be vegan in life, because vegan person probably is much healthier than a non-vegetarian person or even a vegetarian person. So keep a journal of your progress and reflect on past successes. Whatever successes you have achieved in your life, you must try to learn from them, and all those obstacles which have actually acted as a failure should be kept in mind so that you don't repeat them again in life. Avoid comparing yourself to others. My dear friends, out of 850 crore people in the earth, you are the only person. You cannot be a Shah Rukh Khan, you cannot be an Amitabh Bachchan. You are your own personality, you hold your own personality. So avoid comparing yourself with others. Always try to learn from them, always try to let them feel your role model, but don't try to copy them. Avoid comparing yourself to them, otherwise you will not be able to achieve and taste success. Take time for your self-care, my dear friends, because this self-care is going to make you much healthier, happier and prosperous in life. Because if you don't take self-care of yourself and you just work like a donkey, probably you will be missing out maintaining your health, and that can actually result into failure in your life. So seek feedback and learn from all those failures, because when you seek feedback from people, probably are you really going in a right path or not. Otherwise what will happen is, when you don't seek help from others, you miss out. You continue to work on, you continue to move on a path which probably takes to a wronger direction. So you will have to ensure that you take feedback from others and keep learning and growing in life. Practice mindfulness, my dear friends, and meditation. I always tell this mindfulness and meditation across all my presentation, because this mindfulness and meditation are the real mantra for you to detox your mental well-being. If you are mentally stable, if you are mentally okay, probably you are into best stage of yourself. Why? Because mental stability is much important than any stability in the world. Even if you are mentally strong, may not be physically strong, probably you are far better than those people who are not mentally strong and physically strong. But it is going to be the icing on the cake if you are both physically and mentally strong, because there are very less people who work on their physical as well as mental health. So how everybody knows how to work on the physical health, because they know to maintain your physical health. If you go to a walk, if you do exercise, if you go to gym, probably you will be able to maintain your physical health. But what about the mental health? For that, you need to ensure that you continue to practice mindfulness and you continue to practice meditation. Now, you will ask me, Nitesh, what do you mean by mindfulness? Mindfulness is the most important thing in life. Mindfulness means what? It means that whatever you do, you enjoy doing that. Even if you're walking, you should not think of anything else. You should focus on your steps. You should focus on your walking. When you're eating something, you should not be thinking of your office work. When you're doing some household chore, you should be focusing on that particular chore. Even if you're brooming the floor of your house, you should be focusing on the broom and the floor of the house. That is called as mindfulness. Mindfulness means what? Mindfulness means whatever you are doing, even if it is a unimportant task, whatever you are doing, you should be putting yourself 100% dedicated to that particular task. That is called as mindfulness. And those people, my dear friends, those people who practice mindfulness in their life, they probably are much mentally stable than many people in life. So you will have to ensure that for your mental satisfaction, mental rejuvenation, mental detoxification, you should be focusing on mindfulness and meditation. Then you will have to accept the compliments and very graciously. You should have a gratitude towards these compliments, and you should accept them very graciously. You should not feel proud of your achievements in life. You should not feel proud of whatever you have in your life. You should not be feeling proud of the knowledge you have. My dear friends, for me, if you ask me what is the personality, Nitesh, you would like to have, I would say I would like to be the second version of water. Do you know what the speciality of water? The speciality of water is, if you put this water into glass, it will take the shape of a glass. If you put it into the bowl, it will take the shape of a bowl. If you put it into any vessel, it will take the shape of a vessel. So your personality, for a great successful person, for a great leader, his personality should be like water. Why I'm saying his personality should be like water? Because he always changes his shape according to the situation. You should not be very rigid that you are not able to fix in the different shapes. And then, my dear friend, always remember that running water is always pure rather than stagnant water. Which means what? It means that you should not be stagnant in your life. You should continue to move ahead, because if you go to a saint, anybody would like to take running water rather than a stagnant water. Can you go and take a stagnant water? Maybe in a pond? You will not. Why? Because that stagnant water is a place where a lot of insects have actually germinated. So stagnant water is something which nobody would like to take, nobody would like to drink. Everybody would like to drink the flowing water. So you should also be like water, but you should be in a situation that you are in a phase of learning. Every moment you take, accept as a challenge, and every challenge you try to learn. I have told you that failures are something which are inevitable part of your life. Failures are going to happen in life. But what is most important is, whenever you fail, don't fail backward, fail forward. So when you fail forward, probably you have again stepped ahead in life. So failing forward is much more important than failing backward. So even a failure can help you grow ahead in life. And all those failures you should take as an opportunity. All those failures you should take as a learning stone, milestone, so that you are able to grow in your life. Yeah. Then you will have to focus on solutions, my dear friends, not on the problems. Because many a times when we focus on solutions, probably we are able to grow ahead in life. Otherwise, if you continue to ponder on the problems, that this is I don't have. I'll give you the example of a very small things which we used to study in MBA Management Institute, that when you see a glass which is filled half with water, probably many will say it is a glass filled with half water. Somebody will say the glass is half empty. So in life, nobody is having everything. Even Dhirubhai Ambani's son, Anil Ambani, or Mukesh Ambani. Anil Ambani, you take forgo that example, but you take the example of Mukesh Ambani. Despite having tons of money, probably he may not be satisfied. Why? Because money is not the criteria for you to be satisfied in life. Having big cars, you must have learned and seen many people talking about, with money you can buy a car but not comfort. With money you can buy the best bed but not sleep. With money you can buy best of the food but not the wish to eat. So what is most important in life is that money can't buy you everything in life. Whatever you have, you should be focusing on the resources in your hand, rather than those unseen and unavailable things which you don't have in your hand. So you will have to ensure that you practice the such kind of things in life and celebrate each and every victory in life. Take on new challenges, my dear friends, and talk to the people who are positive, who focus on solution, not the problem. And then always remember, you will have to practice on speaking in public, because the way I am trying to practice, I am trying my best to create my own version, best version of myself. I always try that this age is sheer a number. I might have crossed 47 of age, but I always feel I am a student and I should continue to learn in my life. If you really want to step up in your life, you will always have to act as a student, because in Hindi it is said that ye zindagi na milegi dobara. So when life is not going to be offered to you again and again. It is one time in your whole career that you have got such a great life. So you must ensure that you do something better for yourself, something better for the society. Celebrate small successes, my dear friends. Celebrate small victories, because you will have to always remember that failure is a part of success. Because if you don't fail, probably you don't succeed. Failure is something which will help you learn something new. I'll give you the example of Thomas Edison, the one who discovered bulb, electric bulb. Thomas Edison failed 9,999 times, my dear friends, just designing and developing one single electric bulb. Somebody asked him that you have failed 9,999 times, that why you are still into discovering this bulb, electric bulb. You know what answer Thomas Edison gave? Thomas Edison smiled at him and he said, I have not failed 9,999 times, rather I have learned the ways of 9,099 times, which are those ways by which you cannot make an electric bulb. That is this spirit you should have. That is the kind of positivity you have, that even those failures you have taken as accomplishment in your life, even your those failures you have taken as a stepping stone in your life. So this is what is called as positive attitude. Remember, my dear friends, that failure is going to be a part of your success, and practice developing on yourself, practice on and giving the best of your version. So visualize achieving your goals in life and engage in positive affirmations, because if you engage talking positive, if you engage talking behaving positive, probably it will start reflecting into your personality, and you will always, it is always said that every action there is equal and opposite reaction. Newton's third law, garbage in is garbage out. If you put oranges on the juicer, probably you will get orange juice only, you will not get pomegranate juice, which I always emphasize on. So always remember, my dear friends, that you will have to visualize achieving goals in your life, because these goals will help you grow, will help you motivate yourself that you will have to go and go very far and ahead in life. Engage in positive affirmations, because positive affirmations are the stepping stone. These are the fuel for you to drive your vehicle very fast, and stay organized and manage your time effectively, because for any great leader, for any great person, time management is one thing which is very, very common. You take the example of 10 successful people in life, you will see that time management is something which is very, very common across all these 10 people. So you should be able to understand, you should be able to manage your time in such a manner, such effectively. You should be able to frame your time, that you are able to give best of the time to the most important and most urgent thing. I have told you that plot all your work into two graphs. One is x-axis, you take urgent, y-axis you take important. So urgent and important, you will have 4 quadrants, and the most important quadrant is urgent and important work. You try to focus in that direction, then automatically you will be able to manage your time effectively. So urgent and important work, first thing to go, urgent and not important, second thing to go, important but not urgent is third thing to go, and not important, not urgent is the fourth thing to go. If you plot your every chore, household chore, or even a professional work or whatever it is into such 4 quadrants, probably you are the best person who has actually managed this time in a perfect manner. So then you will have to engage on a positive affirmation, which I've already told you, and stay organized and manage your time well. Take pride in your work, whatever you are doing. Even if I am sitting in front of you and doing my live session, I feel pride of, I'm not, one thing let me tell you, let me give a disclaimer, that I don't feel proud to be a good speaker or good orator. I always feel that there's an opportunity for me to express my things with you, and probably in this process I may be doing a lot of mistakes, but every and any person in life is an effigy of mistakes. You cannot be perfect in anything and everything. Probably you can try to be perfect in any and everything, but for that, what is most important is devotion, dedication and determination. You should be giving challenges to yourself every day. No, this is what I have to do. Those work which you feel that they are difficult for you to do, always get into that, because if you don't know how to swim, and if you continue to think that standing next to the swimming pool will make you learn, will never make you learn. To swim, to learn how to swim, you will have to jump into the swimming pool. Probably it is the most difficult task. You don't know how to swim and still you are jumping, which means what? You will try something, you will try to save yourself, and in this process of saving, probably you will learn 2 additional steps which you might not have learned just standing outside the swimming pool. So for doing anything in life, you will have to jump in it. Probably I was quite afraid of doing live sessions in front of you. You can see my initial videos, 5 months back videos and 6 months back video. Over a period of time, I have seen myself growing in order to develop, because that is the challenge which I have taken, and I am not proud of it. Then build and maintain a strong rapport with the network of your people. Those people who are associated with you, you should have a very strong network and very strong rapport with them, and they should feel happy coming to you, because you should be thankful to Almighty that God has given you the opportunity to become the mentor for many. God has given the opportunity for you to become a leader for many. God has given opportunity to you to learn many things. People can learn many things from you. So you should be thanked to Almighty. And then most important is trust your instincts. You always trust and focus on your instincts, my dear friends, and develop a very positive growth mindset. Because when you embrace challenge and adopt through the positive mindset, probably you are into a very right direction, and you can actually get into your goal very fast. And then you will have to practice, my dear friend, forgiveness. Because for me, for any successful person in life, if you don't practice forgiveness in your life, you will be absolutely adamant and absolutely sticking to those principles of your life wherein you are not adopting to forgiveness. So practice forgiveness both towards yourself and to others. Any and everybody in life is an effigy of mistakes. I have told you that you are an effigy of mistakes. You will continue if you are doing something, you will continue to do a lot of mistakes. In my live session, you can take right now my example. I might have done tons of mistakes. I might have done, but still I will say thank you to myself, and I will forgive myself for many mistakes I've done. Why? Because I'll tap my back and I'll say thank you Almighty for giving me this courage and strength to notice my weaknesses, and then even after noticing, I am practicing on those weaknesses to transform those weaknesses into my strength, and I am forgiving myself and others, and I am practicing this forgiveness. Then you will have to set realistic expectations for yourself, because if you set realistic expectations, probably you can reach very high in your career. Focus on your strength, my dear friends, not your weakness. Everybody will have weakness. I might not be able to speak Tamil. I might not be able to speak Telugu. But does it mean that I should be regretting that why I am not able to speak Tamil and Telugu? Rather, I should be happy and thankful that I am able to speak English and Hindi, which is the most prevalent language. So you should be seeing the bigger picture of life rather than seeing the lighter part of it. So focus on your strength and not on your weaknesses. Weaknesses, you will have to ensure that if these weaknesses are required to be changed, you should continue to work on them, and you should continue to focus on them. Then surround yourself with inspiring role models, because you may be the role model for others, but for you, there may be many people who are your role models. So for many, you are the role model, and they are learning from you. But for you, there might be many people whom you feel that they are your role models. So try to learn from them. I have told you one thing very in the beginning of my presentation, that try to copy anybody. You cannot be Amitabh Bachchan. You cannot be Shah Rukh Khan. You cannot be Sachin Tendulkar. They have their own personality, but you can be your own Nitesh Gupta. Can Sachin Tendulkar become Nitesh Gupta? No. So why you are thinking of becoming Sachin Tendulkar? If he cannot become you, then why you are thinking to become a Sachin Tendulkar? My dear friend, every thumb impression has got individual Aadhaar card. The bank locker of yours will be opened only with your thumb, not with Sachin Tendulkar's thumb, not with Amitabh Bachchan's thumb, not with anybody else's thumb. So be your own original version of yourself. Don't try to copy anybody. Try to learn from them. Take responsibility for your actions, my dear friends, because whatever you do, you are the one who have actually involved into that. So take the responsibility. Even if the outcome is negative, take the responsibility. I'll give you one example of Abdul Kalam Azad. I am giving you the example of Abdul Kalam. Before he became president, my dear friend, he was a scientist in ISRO. Abdul Kalam Azad shared one great story that when they shooted the first satellite, they failed, but their team leader came and told to the media that this failure is only because of me. But the second time when the satellite went into the sky and it became a success, the same leader came and said, it is not my effort, it is the team effort. So what does it mean? It says that in life, always try to part your success and always try to take the blame to yourself, because parting success will give comfort to others who are a part of your member, and taking blame to yourself will again give them comfort, because complete blame you have taken, and that probably will not make you smaller, rather it will make you bigger. So build, take responsibility for whatever actions you have done, and build resilience through your adversity, because when you build resilience through the adversities of your life, probably you have rediscovered yourself, and you have invest in your personal development. Focus on investing on your personal development, my dear friends, because for many you are the role model, and for even those people who really aspire to be like you, probably they are looking ahead towards you. So you will have to invest regularly on developing yourself, your personal development. You will have to engage in activities that bring joy, because until unless you don't engage yourself into activities that bring joy, probably you are doing the same monotonous thing again and again, and you may not be able to enjoy your life. So challenge yourself and try to learn different things in life, and seek out opportunity for professional growth. My dear friends, I give you my example. 2016, when I left the pharmaceutical industry, I thought that I'll absolutely be out of this industry. But when I realized that I have got some kind of expertise, and this is my forte, I re-entered into it, and I entered as a consultant. So I always seek opportunity for my professional growth, and I always try to create a vision board for my goals, because there are certain long-term, short-term and medium goals of mine which I have set for myself, and I always try to focus on meeting those goals with a positive affirmation, always and always, and with, of course, with time management, dedication, devotion and determination. Then what is most important is you need to take break and recharge whenever needed. You should not be workaholic person. You should not only be focusing on work. You should relax with your family. You should go for outing. You should go for dinner. You should talk to your family. You should sit down with your friends. You talk to your friends. That is the kind of things which you'll have to practice. You will have to continue to take the breaks and recharge whenever needed. And then what is most important is the deep breathing exercise and meditation, which I have told you, to rejuvenate and detox your mental stability. And then acknowledge and address your self-doubts, because when you acknowledge and address your self-doubts, probably you are trying to dig out into those things which are actually making you confused, and probably you are working on it. And again, if you are addressing those self-doubts, probably you are acknowledging them and try to resolve those doubts, so that you can actually become comfortable and build a routine that foster productivity. My dear friends, develop a positive self-image and engage in act of kindness, because always and always I've told you that since from the day one when you took birth on this earth, you have always learned how to take, but very rare of us have learned how to give back to the society. So engage in developing a positive self-image by engaging yourself into act of kindness, giving back to society. Then along with all these things, my dear friends, you will have to ensure that you take calculative risk. I don't say that you jump from the Mount Everest. That is not a calculative risk. Calculative risk in life is like those risks which you feel that they may result into some outcome. You must take those kind of calculative risks to be a great leader, to be a successful person in life. Then focus on present moment, my dear friend, because I told you a bird in hand is better than two in the bush. A bird which is there in your hand is far better than two birds which are there in the bush. So you should not be focusing on future, you should be focusing on present. Focus on the present moment. Focus on, like I told you, if you are into this journey, you should be focusing on your journey rather than the destination. Of course, destination has to be there in your mind, because until unless the destination is there, you will not be able to continue moving. But what I am saying is that focus on continuing your journey and learning from your failure. And whenever you fail forward, because when you fail forward, at least you are going ahead. That is very important. Learn to say no when necessary, because you cannot be always goody to everybody. You should know how to say no, when to say no, and to whom to say no. My dear friends, you will have to build confidence through preparation, and this preparation comes only with the commitment. So when you have commitment, you will prepare. When you prepare, you will be confident. And when you are confident, probably you will be able to achieve your goal. So set clear and attainable goal, set smart goals. I have told you that smart is what? Specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time bound. When you set such kind of goals, like which are very, very specific to know, which are very measurable, which are achievable, realistic, and time bound, probably those goals you will be able to achieve in your life very fast, and those are the realistic goals. Then surround yourself with the optimistic people, because I told you negative people will create negative environment, and your personality is the average sum of the 5 people with whom you spend the maximum time. So try to change those people to positive people, those people who really want to do something good in life. So these 5 people is selecting these 5 people is your choice, my dear friend. So try to choose these 5 people very judiciously, very consciously, so that you choose the best of the 5 people, so that their average sum should translate into your personality. Practice resilience in the face of challenge, my dear friends, because if you practice resilience, probably all these challenges will transform into your success. Then this success will be only and only will be transformed if you have a positive attitude. So you will have to ensure that you will continue to cultivate positive attitude, whatever and whichever task you are doing, and then you will have to stay motivated by tracking your progress, because you are in the journey of doing something good in life, but you will have to ensure that you stay motivated. And along with that, you will have to ensure that you embrace your imperfections, because you are the effigy of imperfections, you are the effigy of mistakes. Challenge yourself regularly. Until unless you challenge yourself, probably you will not be able to reward yourself for achieving the milestones. You will have to share your achievements with others and practice self-compassion. Always remember, my dear friends, you will have to engage in creative expressions, because when you take care of your mental well-being, you seek out mentorship and guidance, and you avoid negative self-talk and criticism. Develop a very strong sense of purpose, because if you have a very positive sense of purpose, my dear friend, you will be able to achieve to your goal. You will be able to redesign yourself very well. So the cultivating a positive attitude, staying motivated, embracing imperfections, challenge yourself, share achievement, practicing self-compassion, getting into creative expressions, focusing on mental well-being, seek out the mentorship, avoid negative self-talk, develop a strong sense of purpose. These are the things which will help you become a great human being. Then there are certain aspects which you should not be ignoring and focusing on. Is the focus on what you can control. Don't focus on what you cannot control. If you are not able to drive a vehicle, don't get into that particular vehicle, because you should be focusing on whatever is there in your control and what you know how to control. And then practice active listening and conversation, because if you are just focusing on a monotonous you are not listening to others, probably you are only telling them what you know, but you are losing out the opportunity of what you can probably know if you give the opportunity for them to speak out. So practice active listening, because that is why, my dear friends, God has given 2 ears and 1 mouth. God has said that you should be listening twice as much as you should be speaking. So take time to relax and unwind yourself, my dear friends, and build and maintain a very healthy relationship. Because when you build and maintain a very healthy relationship with the peers, with your colleagues, probably you are actually giving them a comfort zone for you to do the best and for them to do their best. So pursue activity that align with your values, my dear friends, because values and integrity is something which one should not compromise in life, and you should be pursuing towards those activities which are absolutely in line with the ethics, values, and integrity in life. And then you will have to develop problem solving skills along with recognizing and appreciating your progress. Because if you appreciate your progress and work on resolving those problems, if you work on those skills which help in resolving those problems, probably you are embracing a positive mindset. When you embrace a positive mindset, probably this is the prerequisite for all the problems. Because what can drive you to sail your ship in the worst of the storm possible is the positive mindset. Take out despite fear or doubt. Probably your ship may dwell down into the sea, but you should not lose your confidence. You should not lose your positive mindset. Probably this can drive you to fight harder and harder, even in the worst of the storm. Then you will have to cultivate sense of gratitude, my dear friends, because This gratitude will help you grow as a great human being in life. And practice daily affirmations, learn to handle criticism constructively, and keep a very positive perspective to the setbacks. Everybody is entitled to get setbacks in life. I also encounter a lot of setbacks every day and every now and then, but you will have to have a very positive perspective towards these setbacks, and then this will help you develop as a strong a strong human being. Then you will have to engage in regular self reflection. The way you see the mirror to comb your hair, to see your face, similarly you should be focusing on self reflection. You should be able to focusing on looking into your soul, looking into yourself, so that you can again groom your soul in a very positive way. Then seek out positive experiences, my dear friend, and cultivate confidence through achievement. Because when you cultivate your confidence through achievement, probably you are developing a supportive network of your friends, and you are focusing on your personal strength. My dear friends, when you focus on your personal strength and you take pride in your accomplishment in life, you continue to strive for the improvement. Because if you continue to strive for improvement, probably you are again and again, you are ensuring that you are giving the best version of yourself. You are redusting yourself, and you are trying to rediscover your inner soul, the best version of your inner soul. Keep striving for the improvement, my dear friends, and maintain a very balanced life. Don't be a workaholic, don't be lethargic, don't be a couch potato. You will have to ensure that you have a very balanced life, in a balanced life wherein you are able to give best of the time to your family, best of the time to your health, best of the time to your own self. And then you will have to ensure that you celebrate your journey and growth. That is so very important for you to grow in your life. And then the summary I would like to give you, my dear friend, that all you need is the courage and the drive to use them. I'm repeating, all you need is the courage and drive to use them. All those points which I have told you. When you do, you'll start to see your life blossom and your confidence. So courage to drive is the most important thing in life. And I believe, a very long session of mine, probably 1.5 hours of yours I have taken. But if this session, if anybody listens to them very patiently, very desperately and deeply, I believe that this is the whole summary of how you can transform yourself to a great human being, and how you can become the best version of yourself, how you can rediscover the best version of yourself. So I believe, my dear friends, that such kind of attempts of mine will give you a great insight about being a great human being. But at the same time, your feedback, your comments matter me a lot in order to develop myself. I know there are very less people associated with me when I do live session, but I never say no to myself. I always say, even if there is one person to listen to me, and even if there is nobody to listen to me, I will listen to myself. That is the positive spirit I have, and that is which is making me grow every now and then. So thank you very much, my dear friends, for being with me. Thanks a lot for sparing your extremely valuable time, and thanks for encouraging me. Don't forget to leave your comments, and don't forget to hit the like button, and don't forget to forward this video to all your friends who are really aspiring to be a great human being in life. So thank you very much, my dear friends. Have a wonderful day ahead. Thanks a lot.